for Heather, everyone. Woo! Wore herself out, guys. Let's keep it going, guys. Jim Anderson.
Woo! Stage dive on the stage.
We did it. Oh. Made my knees feel like prom night. Ha! That was a dick fucking joke. Oh, I had my set written on my hand, but I was too busy beating off during Jake Cannon's set. Now it's gone. All right. You want to keep it down? Do you want to keep it down? Keep it down. All right. Here we go. Oh, my name is Jimmy Beard. I like the beard, and I also beard. I don't know if you noticed this, but I have a beard. People love to point it out. But to try and be polite about it, I had a guy who was like, he's selling me beer, and he said he waited until he finished selling me the beer to go, "Hey man, you got a lot of hair. What do you do in there?" I said, "What do I do?" "I watch child porn."
Oh my
Of course.
God.
All guys with beards keep child porn in there. It's just a little like LED screen. It's like, take it, Billy. Billy's the name of a child. How am I doing, Jake? 1 to 10. How am I doing? 1? You motherfucker. Piece of shit. What else? Oh, I didn't get to do my coin stuff last time. You guys ready for me to do 20 minutes about my coin collection?
Oh shit.
Boo, 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 boo. Here we go. Oh boy. I had somebody tried to do it. I think it was a bad impression of me. Here we go. What's up with the nickel, right? Fat motherfucker. Twice the size of a dime, yet half the value. Who the fuck do you think you are? So they just put Harriet Tubman on a $20 bill. You say weak? Does somebody say weak to that? Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, they just put Harriet Tubman on the $20 bill, and I thought that was very surprising because the Treasury Department has a poor track record when it comes to race relations. I don't know if you noticed this, but they put Lincoln on the brown coin. They said, "You freedom, now you gotta look like
God.
There it is. And when they were doing this, when the whole controversy was going down, like, oh, who are they going to put on the $20 bill? Is it going to be a woman? Is it going to be a black woman? And Rosa Parks' name came up, and I said, oh, great, it's going to be Rosa Parks, and they're going to put her on the back.
Oh my God.
Oh, boy. I'd like to just remind everybody that I'm on the board of the NAACP. What else did we go through tonight? Trump? No, never. No one should ever do a Trump joke. All right, I'm going to do an impression for you. You guys ready?
Yep.
Here's Tom Cruise. Hey, everybody, I'm Tom Cruise. I was in Days of Thunder, and I was also in Jack Reacher 1 and 2. Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
Yes. I can do anybody, though. Just throw any name out there. Anyone.
Dick Van Dyke.
Dick Van Dyke. Oh, hi, everybody. I'm Dick Van Dyke. I'm so limber I can suck my own dick. Stepping time. One more. Anybody got another one?
Drew Carey.
Drew Carey. Oh, hey everybody, I'm Drew Carey. I'm a fat Republican from Ohio, and if you want to spin my wheel, I'll give you $100 of Drew Carey. Yay! Thank you. Thank you. I'll leave my PayPal account, email on a table. You guys can fill her up. Fill her up? My dad hates me. I don't think he actually hates me, but he's had so many little things over the years. I'll tell you one story. Here's a new one in this joke. You ready for the new one? Here we go. One time, me, my dad, and a friend went to an arcade, and we found this arcade game. It was like a roulette. It was roulette. It was kids. They're like, hey, kids, want to play roulette? You put a quarter in, and that quarter was a bet. And you punch the button of the one that you want, and it's like, there it is. And the roulette thing would go, and it's like, hey, you're a child playing roulette now. Well, we found out that if you just mash the buttons, even with one quarter, you can go up to 3 bets on each one, and it would light them all up. It's like, yay! I was a kid in a candy store. You understand? That goddamn Chicago Bears desk lamp was going to be mine with all them tickets. And so we're mashing these buttons. We won about 4 or 5 times. We had a couple thousand tickets. And a security guard walks over. My dad sees the security guard walking over the quarter mile and does this. He walked the hell away, leaving me there to deal with the security guard, who was nice enough to say, hey, this game's broke. You can keep the tickets you got. Your dad just walked away from you. There it is. Another time, there was a lightning storm from the south side of Chicago, and that kind of thing happens a lot. And lightning had struck a pole outside and started squirting these sparks that landed right next to one of his brand new cars. And he goes to the window and goes, oh no! Jimmy, go move my car! And I was 12 years old at the time, and I said, fuck yeah, I'm gonna move that car! And just before I went outside, my grandma goes, whoa, you're not moving that car, get back here. Move my car first. So I moved a bunch of cars that day. Let's see here. Chipotle, I don't know what that says. Tom Cruise, did I do Tom Cruise yet? Yeah, okay. All right. Let's go to a classic bit. A classic bit. So Bernie Sanders is no longer in the race. Oh, boo! You would have died in office anyways. And so they finally got to interview him about something other than politics. So they went to his house and he's like, this here is my kitchen. All the tile here was recycled from my old house. It was cost effective. If you come down these stairs, you will come to my favorite room in the house. This is my sex dungeon. Over on the wall here, you will see a pair of restraints. As everybody knows, the top 1% uses gold and platinum in their restraints. I use 100% Pittsburgh steel. Over here, you will see Helen and Linda. They are 2 single mothers. I am paying both $15 an hour to poop on me. I have to go now. I have Donald Trump in a gimp suit. He's got a date with a red-hot poker. He's going to feel the burn. I am the Red Dragon! And then they went to commercial. There it is. My name's Jim Anderson. I will be Jim Anderson tomorrow and the day after that. Where's Dude?
Here, buddy.
Yay!
Jim Anderson, everyone. Let's do it, Dude.
Yay!
Our next guy just whispered, get off the stage, Jim. We all love him here. Jake Cannon, everyone. Let's hear it for Jake.
I'm going to let you guys see Jake.
Jim,
Yeah.
why wasn't your Bernie Sanders impression, I'm Bernie Sanders? And then you actually did a real impression.
I'm a contradictory.
I liked it though.
Thank you.
I went to an all-boys Catholic high school. It was named Damien High School. It was named after Father Damien, who went to Molokai, Hawaii to help cure the lepers. And then when he was there, he... You're filming me? When he was there, he cured some lepers. He had sex with a lot of them. He got leprosy, and then he died. That is his story. 2 years ago, he was made a saint. Catholic Church has nobody left. Last 100 years have been so bad. They're like, what did you do? You had sex with leprous women. How many? 30. Awesome. That's awesome. Good for you. You didn't have sex with any kids? Excellent. Excellent. Have sex with animals? Fine. Baby animals? We don't know how we stand on that. We don't know where we're at on baby animals yet. We haven't decided. It's a very homophobic high school. Everybody's nickname was faggot there. Just across the board. Every single person's name was faggot. And if you had a degree and you were a teacher, Mr. Faggot. Or my favorite teacher, Mrs. Faggot. Mrs. Faggot taught one hell of an English class. And most importantly, she changed my life. God bless you, Mrs. Faggot. God bless you. It was crazy because we didn't have any girls there, so we tried to focus all our energies on everything else. One day, a kid came to class dressed as a panda. Full panda mascot costume.
Panda.
He did not get sent home because he was better behaved as a panda than he was as a human. Like, he couldn't touch anything with his hands, really, and he would raise his hand and he'd always be wrong, and that inspired other kids to raise their hands.
Thank you.
Inspiring panda.
Panda.
We had another guy who would just always pee naked, even at the urinals. Just always naked, no matter what. That was just his favorite thing to do.
Thank you, Kermit.
Just a crazy. We didn't have any blocks
Kermit, right?
in the bathroom stalls. I remember one time I was in the yearbook room, and my favorite teacher came up behind me, not Mrs. Faggot, Mr. Faggot, and he put his hands on my shoulders, and he just went, Mr. Gannon. And that was it. That's how I got molested. I was so hot that day that he came immediately. Just when he touched. That's what's
Thank
nice.
you, Miss
I feel
Piggy.
bad for the ugly kids that get molested where they have to keep getting fucked, you know? You just touch me and you come. It's kind of sweet. We had this teacher named Mr. Hernandez.
So much for
He
that.
was our Spanish teacher, but he would often give assignments in English by mistake. He was very good. He did little tattoos on his arm. Right here.
Let's start a heart mash.
One of the kids got enough
Heart train.
Sir,
Heart train.
Kill somebody to get those tattoos. And Mr. Castillo walked out of the room for 5 minutes. He came back and we had a pop quiz. So you bet your ass he killed like a whole family probably. 2 whole families. That's how you get
The shirt that he's wearing or the
Just
same?
Stop talking during my set to
No,
Periscope.
I can't do it.
Yeah, don't do it. Then Mr. Castillo, I remember one day somebody farted in class. And he got up right close to the kid's face. He's like, "Do I come to your house and take a shit?" That was his response to somebody farting in class. Then he waited for an answer. He says, "Tell me." he ended with, "Do I come to your house and take a shit on your couch?" We're like, "No, sir, you do not." He's like, "You're damn right." One day he was just writing on the board, doing the Eustatus form, and he turned around and he's like, "Cannon, who is me?" He's like, "Cannon, I'm going to show you how to eat a banana so it doesn't look like you're sucking a cock." That's a real lecture that took place in my high school.
No.
Nobody wrote a letter home. Nobody got mad. The only thing that happened that day is people took notes for the first time in Spanish class. So like, what do? You still put 2 bananas in my mouth at once, sir? Excellent. This is very informative. Then went to prom with my girlfriend at the time. We told each other we loved each other earlier in the day. And then when we were driving to prom, she decided that was probably the best opportunity for her as a person to come out of the closet as a lesbian. And I just turned to her and I just said, "No." And we just kept driving. That's how you handle those situations. So and then she felt really badly. She got really emotional. She started crying as I almost drove the car off the road. She's like, "I didn't mean it. She's like, "I didn't mean it. I meant it. Yeah, I am gay, but I didn't mean to hurt you." I was like, "Okay." She's like, "I just didn't know how to tell you. You're one of my best friends. I wanted to, so it wasn't weird." She's like, "You can still touch my boobs if you want to." And I was like, "You know what? Okay, that's pretty cool of you to let me still do that. You know I liked you for a reason." And then she goes, "Let me text my girlfriend to make sure it's okay." Like, you're cheating on me as well. You're gay and you're cheating on me. This is one hell of a car ride. This is not a play. There's other times to reveal this stuff to me. That's what I know. All gay people and straight people are all the same. They all treat me like shit. They're all fucking assholes. They all suck. Well, give me those bisexuals, man. Then my ex-girlfriend started dating one of my other ex-girlfriends. Two of my ex-girlfriends started dating. I introduced them to each other. I said, "Hi, Jen, this is my girlfriend." And Jen said, "No, it is not." "That is not your girlfriend. That is my girlfriend, or will be." And I said, "I don't know what's happening." And I did not. Pretty much every woman I've ever loved has turned out to be a lesbian. Almost every single one. It's incredible. I remember I found out that night that they were both gay. I found a boulder in the suburbs. I sat down on a boulder. I found in the suburbs, I found a fucking boulder. That's how sad I was. That was rock bottom. I found an actual rock to fucking sit on. A giant fucking rock. And my mom picked me up in a PT Cruiser, which she thought was the coolest car. And we were driving in the car together. And I told her this story. And she responded by saying, "I was almost gay in college." That's how she tried to comfort me, was by telling me anybody could be gay. I'm like, I know that. I learned that tonight. I learned that anybody can be gay, especially when you're not expecting to get extra gay on you. Oh, man. She's almost gay. Thank God for my dad's cock. That's all I can say. Not his personality. The man's cock must have been incredible in the 70s. I think if I wanted to, I could have like a form of homophobia that people would just accept. Because I think if anything makes you cry that much, you're allowed to be scared of it. You don't have to hate it, but you can have a healthy fear of something that has. The reason I don't have it, but like the idea that you tell somebody you love them and they say they love you and you never know if it's really true. That's what I'm scared of, really, and that's what homophobia actually is. Or your fear of gay spiders. Who knows? What's the case? Then they would, my two ex-girlfriends would go on dates together. And they'd call me from the dates and ask if I wanted to go along with them. And I would go, because I had nothing better to do. I was like, what are we doing? And they would always climb trees. Bunch of tree climbers, those lesbians. Those young lesbians always climb trees. And I couldn't climb trees, but I was still a sport. I'd go to the date, and I'd sit at the bottom of the tree, and I'd look up, and I'd wonder what it was like to see them kiss. And that was the most turned on and sad I'd ever been at that point in my life. And then I realized that being sad and turned on, that's just called adulthood. That's just the rest of your life. And then sometimes you don't know the difference, and you're having sex, and you were actually sad, and you're like, I gotta go call my dad now. And then you come. Right, Jim? All right, get up for Dew.
Woo! Cheer for Jake, everyone. Woo! Only 4 more comics. Stick around if you can. Let's hear it for Mike Himes, everyone.
How much money did you make off here?
I don't know, 17? Okay, I'll be back. I'm a low battery.